own life, around my 200 level, I started experiencing the presence of God in ways that was not explainable at all. In fact, one of those days, I remember I was going to pray in the bush as my custom was, and with my earpiece I was walking and then just speaking in tongues and listening maybe to a message, and then all of a sudden I felt a literal hand on my head from my back. A literal hand. I was walking alone. I had to reflex action. I didn't plan it. I did like this to catch the hand, and there was nobody. And I heard an audible voice. The Lord told me, "You are not alone." From that moment, my life changed in ways I can't explain. That experience happened like 3 more times within that period. In fact, I remember preaching a message long time ago, "I am not alone." Some of you must have listened to that message. As uncoordinated as that message is, I've received testimonies from it. I am not alone. The presence of God walking with a man. This is what men of old knew about you see, Moses told the Lord, "If your presence will not go with us, don't take us from here." How do you plan to start ministry without the presence of God? How do you plan to start business without the presence of God? You live in a world of men, but it is coordinated by spirit. If you are not in touch with the realm of the spirit, forget relevance in this world. There are few people who have come around and have smelled, sensed, and experienced the presence of God in ways you can't explain. One of them for sure, like you always know, is our own father, Apostle Joshua Selman. There are times I go to see him, by just entering the room, my eyes are filled with tears. He has not started talking, my eyes are filled with tears. I mean, you could just sense the presence of God around a man. The presence. If you are a man of God here, brothers and sisters, the Bible says get wisdom, but let me rephrase that statement: get the presence. Get the presence with all your gettings. Get the presence. The presence of God is the difference. Believe me, the difference between you and the other minister in your city who has been called by God also is access to the presence of God. Access to the presence of God. Never trivializes the presence of God. There are places you enter. A young man was discussing with me, and he told me, "What is it about koinonia? You will enter, and while they are playing strings like this, it looks like the strings is entering every part of your spirit. It's not even the voice now. Strings coming from the keyboard. What is it about that atmosphere?" I told him there is a man who champions that cause. There is a man. Access to the presence of God. How many of you have entered Dunamis Church before? You enter there and they start worshiping. You don't know when you start crying. You are crying. You don't know why you are crying, but you are crying. Someone shout the presence of God. The presence of God. The Bible says, and God was with Joseph, even though a slave. The Bible says he prospered. He prospered. This is not for preachers alone. You might be an entrepreneur. Brother, get the presence of God. Get the presence of God. He prospered because God was with him. Divine presence is God walking with a man. You think your problem is English. Your problem is lack of the presence. If you can have equipment, if you can have X, Y, let me tell you, before you get the X, Y, and Z, get the presence. Get the presence. Get the presence. Let it be your pursuit as a music minister, as a preacher, as a business person. The presence of God. God walking with a man.